During my first year as a member of the Faithful Remnant, I had a dream one night. I was in a room with several Jezebelian women, some foreigners, and some I didn't recognize. The dream focused in on one of the women in particular, a foreigner with whom I'd had a long relationship with in the past. Her eyes were dead, with no color, white and like a zombie. As soon as I got a close-up view of her true state, I got hit with what seemed to be a heavy alien tech attack in the dream. I got extremely dizzy and began to shake. All the women then let out a really wicked laugh in unison. I had to sit down, and as I was in the process of applying the blessed holy water, another woman then entered the scene, one that I'd never seen before. I actually ran into the same woman nearly 2 years later, for the first time, and she went through the same motions as she did in the dream. The true Holy Spirit was giving me some helpful information as to who was causing me a lot of spiritual trouble. The alien tech attacks that I underwent were coming from that particular Jezebel that I got a close-up view of from being yoked to her. I've underwent many of the same type attacks during my journey, and deflecting the attack wasn't working on that particular type of attack. One day I got the inspiration to reject the spirit of Jezebel, and the attack immediately stopped. In the dream, the true Holy Spirit revealed to me the solution to the attacks that I was experiencing, which was making sure to unyoke myself from the spirit of Jezebel, moving through my foreigners, or any woman in these end times for that matter. All women outside of the Faithful Remnant are without their souls, or they have the mark of Cain, which is they have their soul with all the torments of hell. I did extend the testimony to that particular Jezzy when I first came across it, and evidently she wasn't interested. To any women out there who are seeking to take down a man in the Faithful Remnant Church, Jesus Christ the Lord, the Most High, True God's True Church, Pope Peter posted an October 6, 2019 update, posting some counsel that you will need to apply before you have any hope of entering into heaven or the air of true peace, only by becoming a member of the Faithful Remnant Church, I must add. And the counsel is found on the State of Women page. Here it is, and I quote, "You need to know that you are not the first Jezzy who has actively pursued and sought to take down and hunt a man in the Faithful Remnant, and you won't be the last to do so. But we know what kind of person you are, because we can read your heart. You want to play the system. So you can gloat that you have played the system, and you have snuck into the flock. But until you ditch your Jezebelian ways, we cannot permit you to be a member of the Faithful Remnant. When you're sincere, or if that day comes, you will know, because your Creator rewards the desires of your heart with either good or bad rewards, depending on where your heart is. You need to read the State of Women page and learn to see women through the eyes of the Queen of Heaven, because you will have no hope of entering the kingdom of heaven until you acknowledge what your female race has become, and you decide to shun everything that you have learned in exchange for learning from a male, who is Jesus Christ the Lord, who speaks in his testimony." End quote. Personally, I've experienced more headaches and snares through Jezebel, moving through women in the B state, than I have from anyone else. That demon has it out for me for some reason. I had them try to impose a physical threat to me at times by intentionally standing in my way. I've had them bump into me. I'm not a small guy either. And some will try to impose some kind of authority over me by trying to tell me what to do. When a woman outside the remnant sees a man seeking to be filled with the true Holy Spirit of the Most High True God, it makes the devil in her, or the spirit of Jezebel in her, very angry. And they can only seek to crush. So, my name is Scott, and I'm a member of the Faithful Remnant Church. Thanks for watching my video, and persevere in shunning Jezebel.